They say imagination is greater than knowledge. Well, I have lots of imagination. I would like to first give a big shout out to the LGBT community and give a big apology because they are people too. I would like to say in another parallel universe, in another dimension, in another frequency, there are people like you out there. There is no way the probability is that Earth wants a woman and a man when the probability that there are a mixture of beings. Secretly, I believe Donald Trump hates the alien race because he cannot even give his own people a chance who he can't understand. When he don't understand them, he locks them up. When he don't understand them, he suppresses them. Donald Trump, I feel like you do not take me seriously. Charlie Kirk, this is not a hate crime by saying this, but Charlie Kirk he stated, YouTube fact check this, that 4 Black women, which he meant, and I can speculate, he means that if 4 Black women cannot be in office, or should not be in office, that he means that all Black women should not be in office. This is tied to all Black women. You know, I tried to look at it, and I apologize to my Black people. I tried to look at it from a out of pocket, out of experience thing, like, let me try to figure out why Charlie Kirk said that. And he could be wrong, he could be correct. But I'll tell you this, I made it from illiteracy to knowledge and imagination. You can't deny that about me. Black women only lack the brain capacity if they do, which I've seen some great ones. Like, how did she make it to Supreme Court, to the Supreme Court? I've seen some great ones make it, and they work just as hard as a white person, which means you are saying that the lady, the African American lady at the Supreme Court should not be in there. And that, my friend, is wrong. If we don't have the brain capacity, it's because you suppressed us. I tried to look at it optimistically, but I asked myself, if Charlie Kirk felt that way about 4 women of color, how else does he feel about the whole race? He must know something, and this is his circle is your circle. His circle was your circle, so obviously you know something, or you talk about stuff around him about Black people. He wouldn't openly say that. This makes him not perfect. If I get censored for calling him not perfect, that is not a diss, that is a fact. No one on this planet is perfect, not even me. You have a Black woman right here with mental health issues that will fight tooth and nail to make sure our race does not get left behind in this race. Lock all the Black people and Hispanic people and ship them away, suppress the Black community, while your white community that are Republican, you can care less about a Democrat white community, is flourishing. You can't say that's not true either. Look at what you do to the Democrats. Aliens, and I'm not talking about illegal aliens, I'm talking about real live aliens work for you. And like I said, I don't think you like them. I think you use them to fit your personal needs. So they all have to do what you say, or they go back to their planet. You have a one up on me with the intelligence agency. You also have a winning AI machine. You have a one up on me with the intelligence agency. Your intelligence agency is possibly, plausibly telling them whatever it takes to get me out. Ignore probably was the first sign. And you don't want to ignore me. You want something to be done. All because I'm Black and I'm mental health. Maybe you cause mental health issues on Black people. Your political party was the part of the reasons why people that are Black have mental health issues. You do not care about the, and I can prove that too. You control everything right now. Right now, you control, I can't prove it back in the day, but you had high influence on high-end people. You have high influence on high-end people that has power with technology. Not only technology, but food. I have my First Amendment rights that I'm exercising right now. I still see that you want to get rid of our communities and that the Democrats do not want that. Obviously, they want us here for a reason. They don't want to be, they want it to be equal. You were about to go down in history as the first man who went behind Abraham Lincoln ideas when the Black people don't know that Abraham Lincoln did not care about the slaves. He just wanted a beneficial benefit for his votes. I know what you're thinking. Kill me and blame it on the KKK or even the Democrats or even poison me like could have been done over the years with your opponent. But I can't prove that. But if the Democrats wanted me dead, I would be dead or in jail. I am a threat to your democracy. You want me dead more than I even think of you in a negative way. When I think of you in a negative way, it's always about your weight. I don't think, I don't have words in my brain such as kill or find a way to do this. If I start getting words like that in my fucking head, I'm going to know who is putting these words and what technology is being used. Because I don't have these words or any ill will. I just want to challenge. I do not engage in any plans. I do not create Operation Kimberly Takedown. I think smart and sufficient. You took $700 plus. I can't pinpoint. It started. It's at least 700, no more than 3,000 of my hard-earned money. You and your cabinet washed away money from the Black community, and I can prove it. Has any Black people paid into your scheme? Have they paid their low income social securities? And that's how you getting us back. We're paying into you, and that's not right. How many white people pay into your scheme? You do not need the White House money because you're getting it from all of us. You even brag about it. How many people voted for you? So how many of those people have your text message alerts? I know I do. You always broadcasting it. How much money do you get from your campaign? How much money do you get from your campaign? With everyone who supposedly voted for you. How crowded was that arena in New York City, wherever it was, when you and Elon Musk went on? I have nothing bad to say about Elon Musk. While your cabinet gets richer, you promote them and try to say nice things. But when the lights go out, you treat them just like seaweed, something underneath the ground and is suitable for animals or fish to eat on and just go about their way. You live in the moment of TV when the lights go out. It's a different story. You do not show nothing about your real life. No real life documentary on Trump. Only business. To me, in my opinion, in my First Amendment right, you are a gimmick. You have been raping this country through your Donald Trump campaigns. They even said it on C-SPAN. They even tried to investigate it through C-SPAN. I remember I caught it at the right moment on live TV, how they were investigating you for your Donald Trump. And I took up for you. Guess what? I took my shot for my mental health. And just all of a sudden, I woke up. I see things for what it is. You do not show nothing about your real life. How many people have subscribed to you and add that all up? Why do they need to pay into a man that has money? You keep claiming on your text messages, which if the FBI ever confiscated my phone, they would see that the Democrats are doing this and that. You were wrong for this. How do you think God would feel when they see? Only you know, Donald Trump. Only you know what has been orchestrated in this country. Only you know. But God knows too. And I think it's something that God can't do and here, that God can do somewhere else. It's something that God, he puts us through a test, but then he has infinite amounts of planets to watch over. Which means he can't keep track of individualized humanoids or human beings. Everyone. Just imagine watching everyone on planets that's infinite in this universe. And I think y'all know that. So if you do talk to God, you report back to him what you want to tell him. You are not God. You know, I said you were God, and I know what I mean by that is a human God, not idol God, but human God who is under God, who is under God. God can see everything you do. But then they have to watch every God on this planet, every God on the next planet, every God on the next planet, infinite. And they can't keep track of what you're doing. You are no God, and you barely made presidency due to the fact Biden had dementia. You had an ulterior motive, and I told you it was the VA that helped me. You use our, the people of this country. You use our campaign money to pay your rent and save away for your children to run for president in the future. You had just as much motive with the technology you have. And let me say this carefully. You have technology. You have top secret and classified technology. You have alien technology. You have other technologies. Every country almost does. Some countries are lagging behind, but you had every technology. And you had just as much motive than the Democrats to kill or murder Charlie Kirk. It seems like everything you do, you win. Someone dies, you win. Charlie Kirk wanted to be president. That's all I wanted to hear. That was not my inner circle. I would have gave him way more security than what he had. I would have made sure I keep a solid eye on under my titty. I would have made sure he was underneath my nose hairs. I would have made sure he was in my iris of my eyeball, that I had all watches over someone that you claim to be your friend. Knowing what you have orchestrated and said about what the Democrats are capable of doing, supposedly. You took away Kamala Harris' Secret Service strategically. So why not give it to Charlie Kirk? Why not? Why didn't the Secret Service look up on that roof? Why? That he did have. How did he know to get up on that roof? If he was the real reason you wanted your team, if he was the real reason you wanted on your team, then why not protect Charlie? If he was really on your team, then why not protect him? That's all I'm saying. And I'm speaking my First Amendment rights. I am challenging this. I'm not saying you did something. We know the evidence. We have the evidence, but no one knows of the top secret and classified technology that y'all had. If I'm saying it, it's already been created, or it's already in the making, or it's in a placebo effect, or some type of effect where it's in the process. I don't care how this murderer got up on the roof. Why wasn't anyone watching this? Y'all are going to Democrat states, sitting up there talking shit, basically, challenging people. He was good at that. Let's talk about something good that Charlie Kirk was good at. He was good at talking and debating. That was his niche. Even when he wasn't right, he just had his views that got him famous. He could outtalk people But not everything someone says is accurate. They just make fame because some people agree to their views. That's how they get on TV. We will never get the full story of how he was always at the computer, which I heard them say on the news, and everything he looked up. We will never get the full story of how he turned from a Republican solid family almost to a Democrat who just got with a gay person and then all of a sudden he wants to kill Charlie Kirk. We will never get the full story. We can't get the full story because that's top secret, right, Cash Patel? We will never get the full story of how y'all caught this man or how y'all would have alternatively caught him. So why can't we get the full story on the technology y'all hold that is being used to dominate and conquer? It looked good for your team, and it did. It always looks good. It looked good for your team. It always looks good for them. I can see if this was I can see if this was fair going back and forth. Fair. I can see if it was fair. You have enough money to buy different technology centers. You have enough money to be president and have people buy into you, big tech technology companies to buy into your what you are doing. And when they buy into you, they sign a contract and they are bound by that contract to obey what the president or next president of the United States has to say, whether it's the truth or not, about censoring individuals. It could be tampering with technology. There were people who broke into government systems in Democrat cities. Who were those people? Why would a Democrat break into a Democrat? Maybe the blackmail, but I would most likely I would see someone breaking into their centers. And now I'm seeing things. I'm seeing people are starting to go crazy on camera. How did he know? Like, how did that guy know, Charlie Kirk's killer, where the exact? He knew it would be a fishbowl, but he drove 5 hours. He's never been to that school. It's just stuff that's not adding up. I'm only doing this because of my children's future. All my bloodline will be wiped away this time, and I'm not going to have it. That's why I'm not. I, now I know allegedly who's been tampering with my future and my past. The only richest person rich enough in the world who can tamper and possibly got time travel would be one man. Everyone from, and I don't mean to bring up your ex-wife in such a harsh way. I'm just speaking the truth. Died mysteriously down the stairs. After she died, I saw you on camera. I'm just telling you, because of what I put and what I'm saying is two different things. What I mean by you got all the attention, they went to you to see how you felt about this. Your ex-wife barely got recognized. They just said it was like a liability. And I've seen the way you talked about women. Well, I unloaded on the wife. You are not perfect, and you never admit to your faults. Every so many years, someone gets sacrificed, whether it's from the Democrats or the Republicans. I'm not saying Democrats are bad people. I don't know who the Democrats truly are, but I'm looking at stuff from a different aspect. Especially if they're a liability more than an asset. I'm not stating you did kill Charlie Kirk, but you are not above the law, even in presidency. We, the people, made you. We believed in you. When you had ulterior motives, and you too weaponized the government, and you're doing it right now. You've always been above the law. Let's just face it. You go to SCOTUS, you keep people in court. There are reasons that you could have wanted him dead just as much as the Democrats. It looked good for your team elections. It was politically motivated and could have been done from either side. That's all I'm saying. It was politically motivated and could have been done by either side. And I just explained to you why I believe that your side could have done something like this. That's all I'm saying. This isn't factual. Some of it is, but some of it is allegations. Each side has a reason to want him dead. Just because you like Charlie Kirk doesn't mean there could have not been jealousy. Nobody knows what really happened except his inner circle. We only saw pictures when the press was on him. We never saw the pictures after, or a hot mic. We never saw a documentary about how his personality really is. Just because your grandchildren will be around Charlie Kirk's age in the next 15 years. I believe Charlie Kirk's death is not slam dunk. This was way too easy. Way too easy. And it screams Democrats. You look good every time something happens. Do you think the Democrats want you to look good every time something happens? They will call off their dogs. They wouldn't go to war with you. You run to SCOTUS and you have them change your outcome every time. That's all I'm going to say. I have no ill will towards the Supreme Court. I tried my best to get in front of judges and tell them the truth. And every time, except for the Army Review Board, I lost. Just admit one thing, Donald Trump. Have you ever been wrong about anything? Is there things you would like to tell the public and come clean about that you haven't told no one? If you have, then it's safe to say, if you have not, if you have not been wrong at anything, you and Jesus have nothing in common. If you can't admit to your faults, you and Jesus have nothing in common. And that's what I'm saying. All you say is that you're winning. How would you look in heaven? You tell God, you try to overthrow God. That's how much power trip you are. You would try to overthrow God if you could, so you could be controller of as much stuff in as much area and space and time and whatever else we learn in the future. You would try to overthrow God's vision. All you do, and that leads me to believe you aren't benevolent. On camera, you are, but no one has seen you off camera. And that's all I'm going to say.
Never waste my time. You are